actually secures that 1v1, going for that first hit, but he has been backstabbed. Look at that, the amount of HP, look at that HP bar. He is literally very low, going for that first hit, but he can be spotted very soon, he can be eliminated very soon, but he goes for the potion, but he was full stopped by team IHC Esports. That was brilliant. IHC Esports secured some brilliant finishes. They have got one finishes, but we have Godless and Zeol's only one left in the lobby. IHC has been picked off, but another fight goes on. Team Stalwart Esports, or should I say SZ Stalwart Esports, is going to fight it out with this team that is known as A7 Esports. Yeah, A7 Esports is here. Let's see how the fights are going to be. Alpha 7. Okay, yeah, man, oh man. This is going to be the Alpha 7. Alpha 7 goes down. I guess the other guy which I left right now from Alpha 7 is going to be Mafiso, and the other guy, that is Revo. With one finishes, this guy Revo is constantly trying to scout those angles which can actually get him some more finishes. If we talk about Mafiso, he is trying to actually get from another back areas, but a fight is going to be over there. SZST gets that elimination. That's brilliant. But if I talk about Revo, well, look at that kind of elimination which is going on. Revo was trying to finish him off, but that was not the possible situation. Look at that smooth finish. Look at that smooth angle which he got. That was brilliant, man. That was absolutely tormenting. He got another finishes. That is brilliant. Team SZ Stalwart Esports is going to face a lot of wrath. You can see that SZST is already tagged out, already prematurely finished. They have got 6 amazing finishes. That's great, but they are losing their manpower. The Yangs have been picked off. Daoshil has been picked off. If we talk about 33Z, he is not going to survive in the fight because he can easily be breeded out, or let's say finished out by some other guy. But if we talk about Sunan, he is actually getting that mini 14 to work up, mini 14 to fire up. Other than that, he also have Skarel, which actually can get some good knockouts, get some good finishes. But team number 9 is praying with the eagle eye. They are just trying to find the angle. Whenever they find that angle, they are going to get that finish into their courtyard. So that is going to be quite an interesting one to watch. A7, Revo is there. We have Mafiso on the scene. Other than that, Navi Matic is also here with 0 finishes. Dixie is also going to be here with 0 finishes. That's brilliant. But let's talk about the punch-in going on. Sunan goes to put some nades in the lobby. That's brilliant. The nades are actually over there so that he can eventually make a connection. But another nade has been cooked out. There is going to be a... Oh, this nade can actually result in a very good 1v2. Let's see how the connection is being made. Oh, man, look at that smooth nade. Just like that. I predicted that nade is going to get that connection, and that nade actually got that connection. That was brilliant. But now we have team number 4, which is pretty much solo. This guy, that is Sunan, is pretty much solo, and he is going to get that 1v1, or let's say 1v2 fight with team number 9. Another nade goes on. Oh wow, how the nades are getting connection, I don't know, but the nades are getting connection very rapidly. The nades are getting connection very frequently, but he can be spotted, he can be picked off at this moment. Oh, Sunan has been picked off. A bad situation for him, but yes, Sunan has been taken down. Team number 9 actually got that elimination, but that was quite a good one. If I talk about Team Evos, meanwhile with 0 finishes, this team is still in the lobby. Red Faceless has been picked off. Microboy, KF, and the other guy, that is Lizerg, is still in the lobby. Now they have to go in the zone because the 5th zone is going to shrink in very rapidly. Other than that, if I talk about Team Knight, we have this guy Knight Caesar with the 0 finishes, but he's focusing on to team IHC. Other than that, he has to also look after team number 20, because in the last match also team number 20 was the one to actually get that 2nd position. They are very good at getting position points, but they are actually, let's say, their game is pretty average when it comes to taking down the finishes and, let's say, taking on the opportunities. But when you are focusing on to finishes, you have to be pretty much neglect that amount of position points you are going to get, because aggression could take you down very soon. So yeah, these are the things which you have to be pretty vigilant about, and team of 20 is pretty vigilant about all the things which are going on in the lobby. They're checking out the surroundings, they're constantly trying to actually bait all the areas. But I guess FJ is getting tagged out by the other guy from team IHC, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, IHC's Zeol is onto the back foot areas, but Godless has secured a very good high range area from which he is trying to put some space, and you can see that the SLR is actually into his working areas. With 15 bullets getting into SLR, he is trying to put that single tap action into the fire. So let's see what eventually happens. Let's see how the knockouts are going to be. And if we talk about Team 21, look at that, guys. Team 21, FJ is in the zone. Team 21, Foxy is still trying to actually bait in the zone. If we talk about Badman, he is also pretty much in the zone beyond a hardcore cover, taking those fights into his courtyard. What do you think about that, guys? What do you think about the team which is going to get that winner chicken dinner? Guys, give a prediction to me. Give a huge shout out to that team which is going to get that winner chicken dinner. And once again, let me tell you, a huge UC giveaway is going on onto the channel of 7 Direction Esports. Go ahead, check it out. And once again, let me tell you that my name is Raider. Check out the caster details from the left side of the screen. The details have been flashed. Caster socials are over there right now. My YouTube channel is going to be over there with the name of Readers Race. And if you want to follow me on Instagram also, you can just connect with me onto the Instagram with @Readers Race. You can just search it out. You can just tag me. You can just ping me with any other story, or let's say any other casting work which is going to come up. But now 7 teams, 14 players are still left in the lobby. I'm basically a Hindi plus English caster. Whatever you want to do, I can cast. So yeah, there we go. IHC is going to be there. Let's see. The Godless is still trying to wait it out. Look at that kind of dominant game going on. See, all the action which goes into the lobby of Miramar is actually between the zones of, let's say, 3rd zone to 5th zone. After that, teams are pretty dormant. If the survival is low, teams are trying to scout all the players. If the survival is high, teams are trying to actually hold themselves right now in the map of Miramar, because this is a very open map, with a small mistake you could easily choke your whole team. So these are the things teams have to be pretty aware about, and I can already see they are trying to actually get those angles into the perspective. These guys have the zone. Wow, IHC is still dominating the zone. But if I talk about Team Knights, well, they are out of zone and they have been picked up by Team 21. Look at that opportunistic team. In the last match also, this team was the opportunistic one. They were trying to actually get those finishes into the courtyard, but in this match, Gordel and both Team Exo were eliminated quite early. Gordel meanwhile getting those 2 finishes into the courtyard was good, but if I talk about Team Exo, well, they were wiped out with 0 finishes, and this is something which they have to be very aware about. Yeah, there's that. But you can see that Team Navi is still trying to battle it out, still trying to actually take those fights into the courtyard. Let's see what eventually happens to them. Let's see how the gun game is going to be retaliated, because the thing is, Team Evos is pretty much far away from the zone. They have to be in the zone. They have to travel a total of 100 meters more to be in the zone, and teams like Team number 9 are trying to actually avoid that situation, which is going to be another nade is going to be cooked, but all the placements of the nades are not that accurate, and that is why team number 9 is still very dominant into the zone, very secure in the zone, and they are just trying to actually put that pressure into the perspective for team number 2. Oh, look at that. This guy actually just spotted him out. Microboy is in the vehicle. Microboy is trying to put this rotation from the right angle, but he's again getting spotted out by some other guy from team Boom. There is going to be a good elimination coming up. Microboy has to do that magical 1v1 which he actually does, which he's renowned for, and there we go. 1v1 is going to be on point, and there we go. Microboy secures that beautiful 1v1. Microboy, okay, that was not the 1v1 for Microboy. Some other guy actually secured that finish, but I don't think he's going to secure that finish, and there we go. Just like that, he was picked up. Now KF is going to get that revival. That's smooth, but I guess more than getting a revival, they have to focus on to getting the zone, because the zone is coming up very soon. They have to travel 65 meters more to be in the zone. So these are the things which are pretty much risky for team number 2. Only 3 teams are left in the lobby. We have team number 20, we have team number 14, that is team IHC, coming back into the lobby. We have Zeol going for that revival, but I guess team number 20 is not going to give them that option. Look at that. The low toss nade has already been cooked. I guess team number 20 is going to go down. Oh, look at that smooth finish. 10 finishes for team number 20. If we talk about team Evos, well, they have secured 2 amazing finishes. That's good, but this is a 2v2 battle. Now let's see what eventually happens. Microboy has to come back into the fight. Microboy has to do some magical stuff in the lobby. Other than that, they are going to choke in very harshly. So let's see what eventually happens. In the last match, team number 20 was the one to actually get that #2 position. In this match, team number 20 is going to get that #2 position if team Evos manages to wipe them out. So let's see what happens. The Molly gets a connection. He is going to go down with that Molly, if I'm not wrong, but the damage are already been dealt. He is going for that first aid kit so that eventually he could come back into the fight. If we talk about next zone coming up, there is going to be a 7th zone. Oh, look at that. The 7th zone again goes into the favor of team number 20. They have the major chunk of the zone into their courtyard, so this is going to be quite a risky one. You can already see all the other teams which are trying to battle it out. All the other fights which are going to go on are going to be very amazing, but team number 20 is actually maintaining their consistency. In the last match, they had secured some good finishes. They maintained their #2 position. In this match also, they are going to go with that smooth, or with that same exact finishes, same exact points which are going to be over there. Micro, okay, is actually onto the back foot areas. I guess they're going to go from the drop down areas of the zone. Okay, they are going to go from the left area so that eventually they could get some more locations. They could explore more locations. But if I talk about team Evo's KF, and he's the guy which actually is onto the surprising end, but right now the both of them are going to push in so that eventually a good impact is going to go on. A 2v2 battle is going to be over there. Let's see Evo's KF can do the magical stuff or not. If Microboy is still in the fight is not the major concern. But if we talk about 21 FJ with 3 finishes, this guy is still dominating. If we talk about Badman, he is trying to actually scout all the angles with 5 amazing finishes. No, this guy has secured 3 finishes, and FJ is also secured 3 finishes. With a total amount of 10 finishes, total amount of 10 defeats, this team is standing very tall in the lobby. I don't know who is going to get that winner chicken dinner, but I'm hoping that the Microboy is going to come back with a good punch. come back into the fight with a good fight. But if I talk about team number 20, well, they are pretty dominant. They have got 10 finishes. They have got a good location in the zone. So there is a 60% chance that this team is going to win this fight. This team is going to win this. So victory, they are going to get that winner chicken dinner into their courtyard. What do you think about that, guys? Comment down once again. And you can just tell me your opinions onto my Instagram handle also, which is getting flashed onto the left side of the screen. So just go ahead, follow me, and go ahead and just subscribe my YouTube channel also, because I've taken a challenge of 365 days, 365 streams. So yeah, let's see what eventually happens to them. Team number 20 is still trying to actually analyze all the locations. Let me show you a drone shot so that you can easily know that how the teams are trying to fight it out. Look at that. This beautiful drone shot is actually trying to elaborate all the situation which is going on. But now the zone is going to shrink in. Now all the teams have to push in. 21 FJ goes on. And there we go. Another 1v1 is going to go there right now. That was a smooth knockout coming up. Microboy is the last man standing. Let's see what he can do. He has been damaged quite severely. I don't think there is a comeback coming up. Microboy stands up. But just like that, he was tormented. Just like that, he was taken down. And Microboy also says good in the lobby. With that finish, with that smooth fight, team number 21, or let's say team number 20, whose name is team 21, has secured some brilliant finishes. If I'm not wrong, see, they have secured 12 finishes. Yeah, 12 finishes for themselves and getting that winner chicken dinner. If we talk about team Evos, with only 3 finishes, they have secured the runner position. Other than that, you can check out all the stats of all the other teams by scrolling, or let's say pausing the stream, so that you can eventually know how the teams fight it out, how the teams actually got that battle into their consideration. But if I talk about star of the match, we have 21 FJ with 5 amazing defeats with a total damage of 515. Best companion was IHC's Godless from team number 14, that is IHC Esports. He had got 2 revivals, 1 assist, health restored at 194, and a survival time of total 1333. If I talk about the final finisher, that is going to be 21 FJ also. So there we go. 21 FJ was the one to actually do 1v2 to Team Evos. That was brilliant, man. He did a 1v2 for Team Evos. So with that, guys, our second match is also over. We'll see you pretty soon in the next match. Till then, peace out. Thank you for joining us. Love you all. My name is Raider. Don't forget me. Don't forget to subscribe my channel also. So till then, peace out. Make sure to follow Esports Empire onto their socials. Make sure to follow 7 Direction onto their socials. And if you are loving the casting, if you have any kind of criticism, just contact those managers, or you can just contact me directly onto my Instagram handle also, so that eventually I can be connected with you guys. Till then, peace out.
We all know that it's a lie. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. Let's let go. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Won't you say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escape mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone? Been months of buffing the bushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Time to to notice we've been losing touch. Long gone fairy tale, yeah, we killed the rush. Been months of acting a fiction and staging a Valentine's. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. I think it's time to true, so I forget how it felt from the outset. Hope history said, ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. What comes Gotta let you say it 'cause I back it up. So appreciate I could pack it up. Heading on the way, don't you know I'm up? So up, so up. If you wanna wake up, there's places I could take you. Lost in the dream of what comes after the afterlife. Boom, bap, body like a bass drop. Gon' give it to you, baby, don't stop. A body like a drum. Body, on top. Boy, take it like a hold up. Gon' give it to me, baby, don't stop. A body like a drum. Body, I create the world in the womb I am. Make her wear the pearls, make her wear the man. I am of the greatest, the great I am. The lion and the lamb, lion and lamb. If you wanna wake up, there's places I could take you. Lost in the dream of what comes after the afterlife. Boom, bap, body like a bass drop. Gon' give it to you, baby, don't stop. A body like a drum. Body, on top. Boy, take it like a hold up. Gon' give it to me, baby, don't stop. A body like a drum. Body, Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times. Now I'm all alone, 'cause you never show. You say you will, but then you don't. That's how it goes. Don't wanna know. I'm turning off my mind so I get by. I just wanna be happy, happy tonight. Happier tonight. Happier tonight. Can't be waiting for you in the morning. I'ma leave without giving a warning. I'ma leave without giving a. But every time we say goodbye, say why you're a stranger now? Your eyes escaping mine when I sit you down. Don't you feel like we're holding on onto a fairy tale, but the magic's gone? Been months of buffing the bushes and faking the butterflies. Wake up, yeah, I'm kicking the castle down. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, I think it's time to talk. Ooh, yeah, be true to what we are. Forget how it felt from the outset. Hope history said. Ooh, I think it's time to.
Hello fellas, welcome back once again. We are back with another bang. This is Esports Empire and 7 Directions present the pmgc pro scrims, and you can already see that the fights are going to be on point. Last two matches were very good. Team number 20 manages to be the most consistent team in the last two matches because they have got the second position in the last to last match. But if I talk about the last match in the map of Miramar, they got that winner checker in over 12 amazing finishes, meanwhile eliminating team evos from this jar. And if I talk about the next fights which are going to be in this map of Irangal, well, let me tell you, I'm your co-host, I'm your caster, I'm your analyst, I'm your host. My name is Jader. You can check out the caster details from the description, or let's say from the left side of the screen where the caster details have already been flashed. So yeah, there we go. Now the flight path is already here right now. So let's see how the flight path is going to lag. The flight path is going to come from northeastern area, and it is going to end in the southern corner. You can already see that the flight path is starting from Kameshki, Yasnaponen and Lipovka. There is a love triangle being over there, and the teams are trying to jump into the areas of, let's say, Kameshki, into the area of Yasnaya also. Yasnaya will be a good drop for team Godel also, if I'm not wrong. Other than that, Lipovka is also into the consideration of many teams. But if we talk about teams like teams which are dropping, which are going to choose drops like, let's say, Georgie Pool or containers, or if I talk about Jharki area, if I talk about Prismog, well, that is going to be a difficult drop to go on. But I can already see Lipovka is going to face a lot of clash. And if I talk about Yasnaya Polina, there is a clash also over there. But there is a chat which is going to go on. TSM FTX Sicario has done a 100 rupees super chat. Gordon fans, do you think that GL can win this in this lobby? Okay. This is something for you guys, so you can just answer it out into the live chat section. And thank you for the 100 rupees super chat once again onto the channel of Esports Empire. And meanwhile, guys, if you like me, if you like the casting, you can just go ahead and subscribe to my channel also. But other than that, we have another fight coming up. Team number 20, the most consistent team to be exact, is getting tagged out at this moment. They have secured one beautiful finishes, but meanwhile, they are also facing the wrath of all the other teams. If we talk about Team Quadel, where they have secured 0 finishes at the moment, Team Knight is also going head to head with the battle. Let's see how the fight is going to be established. Let's see how the gun game is going to be over there. Lipovka meanwhile is getting some more clashes. But if we talk about the first ever zone of this map, the first zone is going into the area of Severny and all the corresponding area, and you can see that Team Quadel is also trying to crush the hopes of all the other teams. But let's see, is it possible for these teams or not? I am newbie is here. We have clutchgod, the IGL for Team Quadel. neyoo is noob is also going to there, and neyoo, who may be up, is also being here right now. So let's see what eventually happens to them. Let's see how the gun game is going to be for these teams right now. There they go. They're trying to spot some angles. They're trying to spot some gaps. They are trying to make some gaps so that eventually a fight could be there into their courtyard. But if I talk about Team 21, we have Starfa with 0 finishes. If I talk about Sisson with only 1 point at this moment into his courtyard. But if I talk about Foxy, well, he has been picked off. There could be a good elimination coming up. I'm not sure about the kind of punching which is going on. And if we talk about Team Alpha 7, well, they are also facing a lot of rat into the area of Lipovka, and there could be a good elimination coming up from this point. You can see that Team Boom, which is actually another consistent team in the last to last match they secured winner chicken dinner, but in the last match they secured #3 position if I'm not wrong. Other than that, if I talk about Team Para, look at that. We have another team coming up. We have Goldie, we have Skurds, which is getting tagged out quite severely. Jester is also here. Glove has been picked off, but Team Alpha 7 is constantly trying to push in. There we go. We have Mafiso with only 1 point into his courtyard, and losing Revo will be a good setback for this team. But let's see how eventually the fights are going to be there. Para Skurds doesn't have any kind of utilities to heal himself, which is actually another tormenting situation for him because he's unable to heal himself, patch himself, and get into the fight. But Mafiso is going to push in a very good. And if I talk about IHC, Godless is getting picked off. We have a IC also been picked off. Another need, another smoke goes on, and this could actually panic Skurds a lot. Let's see what Skurds does at this moment. Let's see how the fights are going to be. And Skurds has been picked out. Look at that bring up right now. Team Alpha 7 secures 2 amazing finishes. Meanwhile, Team Para getting the pressure into their courtyard. Jester and Goldie going head to head with Team Boom also, and the other team also. Team EXO meanwhile getting crashed out into the area of Milta. Let's talk about this team also. EXO with gaining 2 points. That's brilliant. Sensi and Panku got 1 point, but if I talk about Team IHC, look at this, guys. IHC Alex is here. Zeol with 1 finishes, that's brilliant, but Alex is again getting knocked out, that's bad. Team IHC is actually getting tagged out in the hands of Team EXO. In the last match, you saw that Team EXO Esports was unable to actually get that comeback into their consideration, but in this match, I guess EXO is coming back into the fight. That's brilliant. Representing India, we are proud to say that Team EXO is going to represent India into this match right now. So let's see how the fights are going to be established, how the gun game is going to be established. Immortal meanwhile trying to cross the pathways. Immortal can be tagged out, Immortal can be spotted out, but Immortal was actually able to put that rotation into perspective. That was brilliant. Now Team EXO, Sensi and Immortal, both of them are onto the right area, and if I talk about Fierce, well, he's onto the left hand area. But if I talk about Zeol, he can't actually let's say target all the areas which are there, and he's gonna get tagged out quite frequently, guys, if I'm not wrong. Let's see what eventually happens to him. Zeol meanwhile focusing onto the fights. The lobby is pretty much dormant at this moment. Some initial crashes were there, but I guess the initial crashes have been tormented. Look at that beautiful nade. The connection was made, but still Zeol manages to survive. Zeol manages to be into the lobby. That was brilliant. Let's see what eventually happens to him. Let's see how the gun game is going to be established for this guy right now. You can already see that the kind of punch is going to be lovely. Paraboy is meanwhile getting picked off. Paraboy has been taken down. Team number 3 is also getting a lot of wrath, lot of fight into the courtyard. Look at that. Team number 9 is also trying to push in, but there is nothing they could do because team number 3 is Jimmy is here. We have King getting eliminated, we have Paraboy getting eliminated, but Team Evos, the last team in the last match, this team actually secured #2 position, but in this match Red Faces and KF is also here. We have a Micro Boy also looking out for all the possibilities, all the possible situations. But if I talk about Team EXO, well, look at that, guys. EXO secured that beautiful finishes. EXO got those 4 finishes. That was brilliant. But if I talk about Immortal with 2 finishes, Sensei with 2 finishes, Team EXO manages to rule out the area of Miltap, because this is the area where they eventually dominate, where they always focus on. But if I talk about Jimmy, look at that, guys. Jimmy is also getting tagged out quite frequently. This is the guy in the last to last match, or let's say the first match of this scrims. He got a 1v4 in front of Team IHC, but at this moment the gun game is very dormant for him, because the kind of performance which we needed in the lobby is pretty much negligible. I can't see that kind of gun game which actually he demonstrated in the first match. So I'm waiting for the fight, I'm waiting for the comeback coming up into his hand. But look at that initial clashes going on. Only 14 teams and 49 players are still left in the lobby. Look at that, guys. Many teams were crushed down. Team Godel secured 5 finishes. That was brilliant. Godel also wiped out 5 amazing finishes. That was brilliant. Team R20, let's say the most consistent team of this lobby, is getting pressurized, getting punched down. Team India's teams are coming back very soon. You can see that Godel secured 5 finishes. Team EXO secured 4 finishes. That is absolutely brilliant. But let's see how the gun game is going to be into the far angle. And if we talk about Team APG, another fight is there right now. APG Sky and IQ is going to be there. We have Jammy, we have Stalkers, Xsuk. Other than that, we also have 6M Easy ZZ, which is actually going to fight it out. APG Sky and IQ has put up that adrenaline syringe into his body, so that eventually he is boosted for his 100 HP, so that he can easily take those fights into his courtyard, so that he will not risk any kind of damage. So yeah, that's good. Trying to flank from the right angle, trying to flank from the bottom areas of, let's say, military base bridge. Let's see how the fights are going to be postulated from this point. Already the pressure has been made. I guess team number 9 is already trying to fall back. Okay, that's a good strategy. They are trying to fall back. That was good. But if I talk about Jimmy, well, look at that. Jimmy, the last man standing of his team, is trying to battle it out. Nade was onto his mouth, but still he actually survived from that nade. That was brilliant. But I guess Team Evo's Red Faces is going to push in very soon. And the push in was there. MVP. Oh, look at that. Faces was pretty much lit, but Faces manages to took him down. If I talk about Team Evo's, Micro Boy was alive. Faces was the one to actually get that final nail into the coffin. But if I talk about about KF, well, he was picked off, Liza was blocked, but now they have been healing up, they have been getting that revival, and I guess Liza is totally blocking the path of the other guy so that eventually they are unable to loot the crates, and there we go, Liza just went on to actually loot the crate. This is actually very frequent, be it India or let's say all the other countries from the world. Everybody is like that into the game of BGMI or let's say PUBG, because once you know that the crates are there, you know the loots are there, you're trying to avoid your teammates to actually get that loot. So that was a little bit funny if I'm not wrong. Yeah, there we go. Now let's see how the fights are going to be postulated. If I talk about Starfa from team number 20, well, he is the last one standing of his team, got 1 finishes for the team, but now Godhill is constantly trying to put that pressure into the perspective, and I don't know are they going to survive in this fight or not, because this is going to be quite a tiring one and this is going to be quite a hefty fight. You can already see that the teams are pretty much close and there could be a good elimination coming up. I don't know what is going to happen, but I'm expecting Team Godhill to come up very keen into the fight. I don't think that they are going to lose even a single player of this team, because Gordon knows how to actually give a cover to his teammates, so I guess it is going to be quite a lovely one. So let's see what eventually happens. We have neyoo with 2 finishes. We have neyoo is noob. All the other guys have got the guns. Clutchgod is pretty much far away. The IGL. I am newbie. I don't know who is this guy, and I don't know who is neyoo is noob and who is neyoo. Obviously, one of them is going to be neyoo. But all the other guys, I don't know. Oh, look at that beautiful poster from Team pmgc. That is lovely. But now let's talk about the bridge camp which is going on. Well, Team APG is going head to head with the bridge camp coming up, and Navik is actually getting those knockouts. Look at that frequent knockout being dealt. APG's Sky9 IQ is the only one left right now in the lobby, but team number 9 has put up a very hefty pressure onto their angle, and there is going to be a good elimination coming up very soon. Stalker X has been picked off. The other guy, that is Easy has been picked off. Now team number 9 is going to push in very rapidly, and there could be a good elimination coming up, but team APG has been pressurized quite frequently, and you can already see in about 50 seconds the zone is going to sink in, which is not a great amount of time. I don't know what is going to happen, and I'm looking forward to see a magical stuff going on. So let's see what eventually happens to them. With only 1 finishes, team APG is still undermined, but if I talk about team number 9, well, they have got a quite good angle, they have got a quite good postulation, and they are just trying to torment the fights. They are trying to actually get those angles into their perspective. That is going to be lovely, but there is no way that they are going to flying from the area of Novo Ripnoi. So look at that, look at the zone, man, and the northern shift is there right now. The zone is shifting towards Severny and the other areas which are surrounding Severny, shooting range and all, but all the other teams such as team number 10 APG, team number 9 team Navi, or let's talk about team EXO also, because they are pretty much far away. EXO, you can see that Immortal has been picked off. Sensei is there right now. Sensei is trying to put some nades. Team Evo is going head to head with team EXO. That is going to be quite a tormenting one. Look at that, guys, they have been flanked from right and left angle, and this is going to be quite a tiring one. Sensei goes down, man oh man. Sensei also is being picked off. Immortal meanwhile getting that revival. That's good, but Sensei was the one to actually get that finish. But if I talk about Team Evos, well, they are very keen. They are the praying eagle eyes at this moment. They are just constantly looking forward to get that angle into the perspective. But Lizer can be picked off. Lizer has been spotted. The space have been dealt right now. And look at that, guys. Lizer is super duper lit, but still he was not knocked out. Now EXO has to be in the zone. They are trying to rotate from the right angle so that eventually they get a good grasp of the zone, and then they could easily be in the zone, because fighting it out in the open areas is not that worth it, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it is going to be quite a difficult one. Fierce goes on to the left angle, and if we talk about Immortal, he is going from the left angle. I don't know what he's trying to do, but Immortal also chooses to follow the path of Fierce, and then they are going to be in the zone, so that eventually a good amount of carnage, a good amount of finishes will be there into the courtyard. That would be impressive. But if we talk about team number 15, look at that. Aura is still in the fight. We have Siapa, we have Jaden, we have Kaisa, and No Mercy 143. They are trying to fight it out against Team Onyx. Joe Brenky is the only one which is here right now, but if I talk about Rose V3, we have Nick, we have Cleon, we have Joe Pranky, which are trying to go with that head-to-head battle, but of course they have to risk a lot of things. They have to risk a lot of fight, which is going to be over there. So let's see what eventually happens to them. Let's see how the gun game is going to be established. I can already see the teams are trying to fight it out. The teams are trying to get those carnages, gun game into their courtyard. Siapa, Jaden, Kaisa is going to be here. Look at that. They've secured a very good angle because they have chosen a shore angle. But if we talk about teams like team number 9, well, they are going to choose the area of Georgiapol to cut their rotations. That is good. If we talk about teams like Godel, well, they are going to push from this area. Well, Godel has secured only 5 finishes. That's a good start for them. But right now, Team Evos is actually going to face Team Godel. I guess there is a fight coming up very soon. And meanwhile, you guys remember, if I'm not wrong, Team EXO was also tagged out by this team. Immortal was picked off, and the other guy was also getting picked off. Sensei, if I'm not wrong, was picked off by this team. So yeah, there could be a chasing situation coming up, and let's see what Evo does. Red Faces is the only guy left right now. Let's see. Red Faces knows that they have a competition coming up, and I guess Team Gordel is getting fence out. Look at the baiting situation which is coming up right now. That's good, but Team Gordel manages to be out of the coverage area of this team. But Neo, Noob has been picked off. Neo has been picked off. Red Faces meanwhile getting tagged out from the other angle. If I talk about I am Newbie, well he is with clutchgod. If I talk about clutchgod, he is here right now. Noob is also picked off. That's bad for him. And if I talk about I am Newbie, well they are here. clutchgod is here. Both the IGL and the assaulter is going to be over, but I guess now the rotation should be considered. They could easily fight it out, but of course they have to be in the zone. EXO decided to be in the zone, and meanwhile I guess Gordel should also decide the same thing, because if they try to fight it out from this angle, they are going to get tormented because they have to go in the zone, and in about only 8 seconds they have to be in the zone. So this is a very good margin. This is a very huge margin, and there we go. Am Newbie goes down. clutchgod is getting the pressure. I think this is going to risk a lot of situation for Team Gordel. With 5 finishes, Gordel is facing head to head with Team Evos right now. You guys remember in the last match they were unable to get that winner chicken dinner, but in this match I guess the winner chicken dinner is going to be over there very soon. Look at that, guys. He is getting tagged out from the back area. Micro Boy was picked out by clutchgod, but there was nothing he could do because Liza was the one to actually get that sweet cover from his angle, and that just like that Liza got that finish. Meanwhile, look at the number of finishes Team Evos has gathered. 9 finishes for themselves, and that is absolutely brilliant. But if I talk about Team Bonafide, well I guess they have been Bonafide to get killed. So yeah, Team Bonafide, Kebabs is the only one left, and Nox was revived. But if I talk about 2UFW, whatever the name is, well, he's again back into the fight, again back into the aggression, again back into the gun game. If I talk about Team Alpha 7, they also have secured 9 finishes. That's brilliant, man. I didn't saw this team coming up into the fight. Oh, they have secured 9 amazing finishes. That's brilliant. If I talk about A7 Carol Ho, well, he is the one to actually get 6 finishes if I'm not wrong. He's a man which has got the highest number of finishes at this moment in this lobby, in this match. So that is going to be quite a lovely one, quite a lovely feat for him. But other than that, A7 Carol Ho is still here right now. We have a Netixa. We also have A7 Mafiso in the scene with 2 finishes. That's brilliant. But if I talk about, 21's guy was picked off by Aura's member. Aura's number CV3 was the one which actually got that elimination for team number 20. Meanwhile, in the last 2 matches, team number 20 was pretty consistent, but in this match team number 20 was picked off just like that by Team Aura and decimated by Team Gordel into the areas of Yasnapolia. So it was quite an interesting one. Let me see the charts. Okay, we have a 16k watching, 16k live watching, guys. So please make sure to subscribe my channel, make sure to subscribe this channel also, make sure to subscribe 7 Direction Esports also for the giveaways and all. And if you guys are going to support me also, that would be lovely for me. But at this moment I can see that Team Aura is actually very scattered. You can see that Team Aura has the manpower, but they are pretty much scattered, which could actually risk a lot of situation. You can see that another zone comes up. Team Aura's 3 members are still in the zone. Team Bonafide is still in the zone. That is very interesting. But Team EXO, man oh man, is getting tagged out. Now PS is the only one left. Team Gordel already getting decimated. If I talk about PS, look at that smooth spray by Itsuke, by Kitsune, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Kitsune is here right now. Kitsune is trying to get that elimination. He's trying to actually decimate the Dacia so that the rotation could not be possible. It is going to be quite an important one. It is going to be quite a feasible one. You can already see Gordel was decimated. Now EXO is onto the verge of getting decimated, but they have to be in the zone. EXO still out of the zone. They have to actually gather some courage. They have to actually gather some situation so that eventually a zone falling situation will be there. But 356 meters more to travel for them. If we talk about Team APG, meanwhile securing 2 amazing finishes, they are trying to push their luck onto Team Onyx, getting their 3rd finishes also into the courtyard, because Easy is going to go down, and there we go. Rosie was picked off. Now Nick and the other guy from Team Onyx is still in the lobby. Let's see what happens to them. Evos KF goes down. Team Evos is also facing the Wrath. You can see that KF have been picked up. 9 finishes for the team, and team number 19 is trying to push in very rapidly. You can talk about that team. We have Team Deus go down, and another 1v1 comes up. Look at that smooth little bit knockout that was there. That was absolutely amazing. That was absolutely a carnage. Yes, this is actually known as DY United Esports, and you can already see this was one hell of a fight which was actually depicted. But if I talk about Hints Public, he was picked off. Jersey 21 was picked off. Steve Boy was picked off. The only guy left from this team is known as Kadun, but he is trying to fight it out very brilliantly. Other than that, We also have team number 5 pretty much onto the back foot areas, and there could be a good elimination coming up. Mafiso is still in the zone, and I guess Fierce has been picked off. Man, oh man. Exo also goes down. Now only 7 teams are left. 17 players are still left in the lobby. Survival is getting poorer and poorer as I compared it with the first match. But of course, now the teams know all about the other teams. They know how the situation is going on, and that is why they're just waiting it out. They're just actually trying to explore more options. They're trying to actually explode very frequently. And look at that, guys. We have a spottation coming up. I guess team DU's players can be picked off at this moment. Diva United could be picked up. So let's see how the fights are going to be established. Let's see how the gun game is going to be over there. Of course, guys, you can just put India OP in the chat right now, but you should support all the other teams because, of course, esports is a budding thing, and you are the one who are going to support it up. You are going to support me. You are going to support these organizations which are giving you the amazing content which you are watching, and you are going to support these esports athletes which are actually putting their best, putting their 110% into the lobby, so that eventually you can see, you can learn more and more new things. And I'm here to cast, and I'm here to analyze, I'm here to tell you about the whole fight. So guys, I hope you love the casting. I hope you love the whole situation. You can follow me on Instagram. You can subscribe me on my YouTube channel also. But still, guys, let's talk about another punch-in coming up. We have Onyx, Joe Branky in the scene, which is still in the zone with 0 finishers. This team is still in the top 6. That's brilliant. But of course, you have to get some more finishers, man. Getting those finishes, getting those position points is not enough. You have to get that finishes also into the courtyard, because you have to maintain a balance. I know this BGMI, or let's say PUBG, is a survival based gameplay, but you can only survive when you kill the other guy. A nade was there. That was a brilliant nade. I don't know how the connection was not being made, but of course the nade was there. The kind of connection which was required was not made. Kitsune is with 4 finishes. We have this guy that is known as Miku. I guess that's what the name is. With 1 beautiful finishes, with a total of 8 finishes, this team is constantly trying to pressurize team number 17. And I guess the last man standing of team number 17 can be taken down, and there we go. He goes down quite frequently, but team Bonafide is also trying to pressurize from the right angle, and there could be a good pressure